The tragic ending of John Mahoney. Whatever happened to Martin Crane from TV's Frasier? John Mahoney was born on June 20, 1940, in the Bispham area of Blackpool on 20 June 1940, the seventh of 8 children. His father, Reg, was a baker who played classical piano, and his mother, Margaret, was a housewife who loved reading. The family had been evacuated to Blackpool from their home city of Manchester when it was heavily bombed during the Second World War. Mahoney started school at St. Joseph's College. After the war, the family moved back to Manchester, where Mahoney grew up in the suburb of Withington and discovered acting at the Stretford Children's Theatre. Mahoney moved to the United States aged 18 in March 1959, when his older sister Vera agreed to sponsor him. He studied at Quincy University before joining the United States Army. After graduating from Quincy, he lived in Macomb, Illinois, and earned his master's degree in English from Western Illinois University, where he went on to teach English in the late 1960s before settling in Oak Park, Illinois. He became a U.S. citizen in 1971 and served as editor of a medical journal through much of the 1970s. Dissatisfied with his career, Mahoney took acting classes at St. Nicholas Theatre, which inspired him to resign from his day job and pursue acting full-time. After a stage production in Chicago in 1977, John Malkovich encouraged him to join the Steppenwolf Theatre. He did so and went on to win the Clarence Derwent Award as Most Promising Male Newcomer. Mahoney's first major film roles were in the 1987 Barry Levinson film Tin Men and Suspect, directed by Peter Yates, which was a courtroom drama, mystery starring Cher, Dennis Quaid, and Liam Neeson. He went on to have prominent roles in a number of acclaimed films throughout the late 1980s and 1990s, including Moonstruck, 8 Men Out, Say Anything, etc. Mahoney appeared in Frasier from its debut in 1993 until the final episode in 2004. Mahoney received 2 Emmy nominations and 2 Golden Globe nominations for the role of Martin Crane, the father of Frasier Crane and Niles Crane. NBC executives held Mahoney in such high esteem that Warren Littlefield declared he was pre-approved when the Frasier creative team suggested casting him as the father. Prior to appearing on the series, Mahoney had appeared in an episode of Cheers from which Frasier was a spin-off as Cy Flembeck, an inept jingle writer who has a brief conversation with Frasier. Mahoney's first voice job was in W.B. Yeats' The Words Upon the Window Pane for the award-winning National Radio Theatre of Chicago. In 2007, Mahoney provided the voice of Dr. Robert Terwilliger Sr. in The Simpsons episode Funeral for a Fiend. This reunited him with his Frasier co-stars Kelsey Grammer and David Hyde Pierce. Mahoney joined the cast of In Treatment for the series' second season, 2009, as a frenetic CEO who is overwhelmed by his personal and professional responsibilities and experiences chronic physical anxiety attacks. Despite the numerous successes throughout his career, Mahoney has maintained that his early work in Lyle Kessler's play Orphans has affected people more than any other play I've ever done. I still get mail from it. I still get people stopping me on the street, and it's 20 years later. Sadly, Mahoney died in a Chicago hospice on February 4, 2018, of complications from throat cancer, originally diagnosed in 2014. He was 77 years old. Goodbye, John Mahoney.